welcome to tonight's episode. It's been a long day, and one of the reasons for that is that I have just caught up on the data cards that produce the quote cards in the System.io Instagram and Facebook feeds. Now, you may be familiar with this concept. It's certainly been around for a while. It's called content multiplication or content amplification. Basically, you take a video, whether it's an hour-long weekly podcast or a 5 to 10 minute daily video like I do, and you spin it and you turn it into more content. It goes out to a podcast, it goes out to YouTube, it goes out to quote cards. It all gets produced and turned into far more than just the 5 to 10 minute original video or the hour-long marketing podcast. This idea is documented in Traffic Secrets. If you haven't got the Secrets trilogy, then I'd highly recommend that you do. It really is the essential Bible for online marketing, written by Russell Brunson out of ClickFunnels. It is epic. But what is interesting is that a chapter that is maybe 5 or 6 pages long is an extremely difficult system to pull off consistently. And you may wonder, how does Russell do it? I imagine potentially either he's got great systems or he has a lot of people. You can always overcome poor systems with a lot of people, the downside being that it is expensive. But if you've got a great system, well, that enables you to do a lot more with a lot less. One of the requirements, though, is that things actually get done on time. So every week, why don't we have a look at how this works? So every week, I basically have my VAs pull out the last week's worth of videos. They download them, they transcribe them, they make a templated data card, and then my role is to then go in and produce the data card. I go through and make the quotes and make the content, write all of the material down. And then from there, I don't have to do anything. They do the production of the cards. They do the scheduling of the cards, and it works pretty well. But what had happened over time is that I had got behind in the data cards. We learnt early on that doing it daily was just extremely high risk. And the original solution was to do it over a week. So the week before's cards would then get produced that week and uploaded. But even that was a rushed experience. It was difficult. And so I was like, all right, let's add another week. Week number 1, we're going to extract the data and produce the the data cards. And then week number 2, we're going to produce the quote cards and the video, edited videos, all that sort of stuff, and schedule them. And that's been working pretty well, except I am the limiting factor. I am the constraint point. And that is because I am the only one that can do the data cards. The rest of it can be done by my team. But if I don't get those data cards done, then they cannot progress. And for whatever reason, largely because I've been super busy, I got behind. And today is a celebration day that after about, I'd say 4 weeks, I'm actually done on a Monday with all of this week's data cards ready to roll. Now, is my work done? No, because guess what? This week's data cards just got made today. So I have to get those done by Friday. And after that, I'm good to go. It's been a very interesting experience of being able to maintain exactly where I am in the inability to catch up. So basically, we're about, let's call it 4 days behind. And so I was really quite good at remaining 4 days behind. But the amount of work that it took to catch up was significant. It's been exhausting. Actually, it doesn't sound like much. Like each data card takes maybe 10, maybe 15 minutes to do from beginning to end. And yet, what was easy was staying with one a day so that we always stayed 4 behind. But the extra ones, just a massive effort. But today, I got there. Today, we're back on track. Feels great. And this, I think, has been due to the addition of workforce. Like that the workforce was insufficient to keep it going like it was. I was having a lot of backlogs. And so what I did was hire another team member. And suddenly I'm like, hey, you take care of this system, you take care of this system, you take care of this system. And they've caught me up. And interestingly, in that experience, it's actually opened up for me to catch up on the data cards. That there was a bunch of things in the business that were getting delayed just because we did not have enough people. And I'm excited by this. I'm excited for the potential. And I'm basically training him to work on systems. It's like, okay, I already offloaded all of the regular systems that he can do. I'm like, here, take this one, take this one, take this one, take this one. There's about 6 or 7 systems that run the business. I'm like, can you do most of these? And he's like, yeah, I got this. He's loving it. He's like, oh man, this system stuff just makes it so easy, so efficient and so effective. He's like, I'm digging it. And I'm like, great, man. I appreciate that you like the way of doing it. Because the other way, what's the other way? Just kind of learning by osmosis or by copying or some stuff like that. It's just ineffective. It doesn't last over time. But with the instructions, with the written SOPs that systems design actually gets you, suddenly things are possible to be done so much more efficiently and so much more effectively that you actually need like half the team. Like, I'm running this whole business on myself and 2 VAs. And it's like, okay, that maybe that's impressive to you, maybe that's not, but I'm pretty sure that Russell has a lot more team than 2 VAs. And yet here we are pulling off the production of the assets every week in, week out, and caught up and ready to go. How are we doing that? Well, it's because of one simple thing: systems. Remember that systems create results, and if you want a particular result, you can do it far more effectively and far more efficiently with well-documented systems. This is the System.io method. If you're interested in learning how this can be applied to your business, and either you can reduce your payroll or you can increase the amount of work that is getting done in your business so that you can have increased profits and less time working in the business, then head over to systemio.dev. All right, thanks so much for tuning in tonight. I hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. I certainly enjoyed making it for you. I look forward to continuing our journey into the power of systems to create results. See you then.